You are listening to The Power of Concentration by Theron Q. Dumont, narrated by Litnarrate. Welcome to Litnarrate. Sit back and enjoy classic literature brought to life through narration. We all know that to accomplish anything, we must concentrate. Learning to concentrate is invaluable. To succeed, you must focus your entire thought on your objective. Do not be discouraged if you cannot hold your thought long at first. Few can. It is easier to concentrate on harmful things than on beneficial ones, but this tendency fades with conscious practice. A few exercises daily will soon develop this power. Success is assured when you can concentrate, for then you can use constructive thoughts and shut out destructive ones. Concentrated thoughts play a vital role in your life, and this book shows their far-reaching effects. The lessons are practical and tested. You will notice improvement from the start, which encourages you. They show you how to help yourself. Man is wonderful but must be trained. Every man can do great work if awakened. The greatest man accomplishes little without concentration and effort. Dwarfs can do the work of giants with concentration. Giants do the work of dwarfs without it. We accomplish more by concentration than by mere fitness. The person who concentrates on every possibility makes an art of work and life. All advancement comes from individual effort. This course will stimulate and inspire you, bringing harmony with success laws and a firmer hold on duties. The methods will open interior avenues connecting you with universal laws. Since people differ, the author aims to awaken what lies within you. Study these lessons to train yourself. Let your acts and thoughts have intensity. To benefit fully, read a page, close the book, and recall its ideas. This will cultivate a concentrated habit, enabling you to read rapidly and remember. Everyone has two natures. One advances, the other pulls back. The one you cultivate decides your fate. The will decides the issue. A supreme effort of will can change your career and accomplish miracles. You can be that man if you will, for will finds a way. Many men plodding along have suddenly awakened and developed hidden possibilities. You alone decide the turning point. It is your choice whether the divine self or the brute controls you. No man must do what he doesn't want. He directs his life if he wills. We are like putty, controllable by power. Habit is acquired. People say he comes by it naturally, but a person can break a habit the moment he masters I will. A man may have been good for nothing but can change. Even old men have accomplished wonders. I lost my opportunity, says one, but by will we can find another. Opportunity never seeks us, we must seek it. One man's opportunity is another's loss. Quickness of brain determines results. One thinks I will do it but procrastinates. The other does it. Both have the same opportunity. The complainer learns a lesson if seeking success. Many read good books but get little good. Books only awaken possibilities and stimulate will. You can lead a person to knowledge but can't make him learn. Looking for good in everyone is beneficial. We gain good wishes and encourage others. We get back what we give out. Encouragement is a tonic. Life offers improvement. Whether we improve depends on living up to expectations. Each month, review progress. If you fall short, find reasons and exert extra effort. Excuses are poor substitutes for action. Most things are possible. Hard tasks develop us. Easy tasks yield little. Do not shrink from difficulty, for it brings great reward. Every man willing to pay the price can succeed. The price is effort, not money. The first essential is desire. Next, learn how. Next, execute. The man with a broad mind who acquires knowledge in all branches achieves success. Always try to improve. Learn all you can. Don't see how little you can do, but how much. Such a man is always in demand. The man reaching the top is gritty and hardworking, not timid. An untried man is seldom chosen. The selected man has achieved results and shown determination. He is not a genius but knows results come from concentrated effort. He sticks to a proposition. That is why some succeed and others fail. The successful man expects success. The failure expects failure. With proper training, every man could succeed. It is a shame that many rich in talent go to waste. A philanthropist could start a school for failures and do wonders. Those who lose grip need help. They usually get knocked down. Their latent powers never develop. All they need is to know there is an omnipotent source within them. Their minds must turn from despair to hope. When a man loses grip, he must win redemption by his own will. He gets little encouragement. He must stop dissipating energy and build a useful career. No one can do this for you. Only lack of health should interfere with success. Any handicap can be overcome with more determination. The man with grit and will may be poor today and wealthy soon. Willpower is better than money. Will carries you over failure. Great men often won against big odds. Inventors were misunderstood and lacked necessities but survived by determination. Everyone wants to do something, but few make the sacrifice. The only way to accomplish is to go ahead and do it. Obstacles are overcome by the man who sets his heart on it. The bigger the man, the smaller the obstacle. Look at the advantage gained by overcoming obstacles. Do not expect easy sailing. Rough places test your material. Don't let setbacks stop you. View them as incidents to overcome. Man lacks the self-mastery and self-directing power of concentration he should have. He hasn't trained himself properly. Every balanced mind has faculties to direct concentration. Man must control his mind and body. When controlling faculties are untrained, impulses, passions, emotions, and actions suffer. Concentration is poor because the mind is untrained. When self-regulating faculties are weak, the mind becomes impulsive and restless. You cannot concentrate until you develop these powers. If you cannot concentrate, one cause is deficiency of motor centers, an impulsive emotional mind, or an untrained mind. The last is easiest to correct. The impulsive state is corrected by restraining anger, passion, excitement, hatred, and strong emotions. Concentration is impossible when excited. Avoid foods that stimulate passions. Associate with calm, controlled people. Correcting motor deficiency is harder because the brain is undeveloped and lacks will. This takes time. Many think negative states are concentration, but they are meditation. Negative people cannot concentrate well. They develop absence of mind. Concentration means strength of mind. The feeble-minded cannot concentrate due to lack of will. A mind that cannot center or draw itself from a subject is weak. The person who can center on any problem has strength. Concentration means strength of mind. It allows you to collect mental and physical energies. A concentrated mind pays attention to thoughts and plans. The person who lets his mind roam wastes energy. You concentrate when you say, I want to, I can, I will. If you waste time on sensational stories, you weaken concentration. Concentration developed by watching yourself. Regulate every thought and feeling. As you watch yourself and others, you improve your faculties and can engineer your thoughts. To focalize the mind consciously leads to concentration. Only the trained mind can focalize. The person who cannot direct his thoughts cannot succeed. The impulsive person is not a master of himself. He irritates others and spoils chances. The person who directs energies in a concentrated manner gains power to control others. The person of good breeding speaks slowly and deliberately. Give your undivided attention to the person you talk to. Start the morning with self-poise. Take inventory of actions. The more self-poised, the better your concentration. Never hurry. Concentration means success. When talking, concentrate on your purpose. Watch others but keep your plans. The strong man has perfect control over his body. The ordinary person wastes energy through useless movements. Conserve nervous forces. Center your mind on one purpose. Excitement uses nerve force quickly. The irritable person is never magnetic. Anger and excitement weaken. The person who gets excited becomes nervous and cannot concentrate. When the mind concentrates, all energy is directed into one channel, generating powerful personal influence. Each cell has a center of energy. If not wasted, the person is influential. It is impossible to waste energy and run at top speed. Each neuron is a center of thought. When thoughts are controlled, the result is magnetism and health. The volitional faculties move the physical mechanism. If you control these, you develop self-mastery and concentration. Anything that excites the mind weakens concentration. This is why excitement, strong drink, fits of temper, and stimulating food are bad. Those whose actions are directed by intelligence develop concentration. Some excitable persons can concentrate spasmodically, but it is erratic. Their energy explodes like a gun, wasting power and endangering others. They must practice concentration exercises to regulate emotions. The lower brain is the storehouse of energy. Most have enough energy if they concentrate. The engineer is the directing power. The person who doesn't develop engineering qualities accomplishes little. All work assists development. Think whether an action will grow or deteriorate you. Work when you work, play when you play. Concentrate on pleasure when at play, on love when dwelling on it. Concentrate on your real self to develop power. Be systematic. Walking in the country and studying nature is concentration. Being on time develops steadiness. Fix your mind on a chosen object and hold it. Practice deep breathing to develop power and control. Muscular exercises steady the nerves and mind. Everyone receives impulses that must be directed. Control your eyes, feet, fingers, and breathing. Slow, deep exhalations steady circulation and heart. Controlled breathing is important for health. Concentrate on the actions of eyes, ears, and fingers. Big men let others talk. Listening is excellent for concentration. When shaking hands, think of your hand as containing individual minds. A weak handshake shows timidity. A strong one shows personality. The loveless person is non-magnetic. When two developed souls shake hands, there is a thrill. Love arouses opposite currents. Study the art of handshaking. Love reflects love. Hate reflects hate. Watch your breathing when irritable, happy, or loving. Breathe deeply when happy to gain strength and concentration. Think more of love to get more out of life. The hand of love magnetizes. Control irritability by will and patience. Breathe slowly and deeply. Speak slowly and clearly. Keep your poise. Static exercises develop motor faculties. Stand firmly with chest up to banish irritability. Avoid nervous, irritable people. Exercises that control the ears, fingers, eyes, and feet steady the mind. Study a person by his actions, as actions express the mind. Concentration means control of mind and body. Some people lack ambition and have sluggish minds. They are steady but lack energy. They have no temper to disturb them. The natural person is energetic but controls his energy. If you lack energy, develop it. If you have energy you cannot direct, learn to control it. Physical culture's real benefit is controlling the body and mind. Through concentration, you can get anything you want. Every desire can be gratified, but you must concentrate to fulfill it. Merely wishing shows weakness. Never merely wish. Be careful of desires. Make a mental picture and set your will until it materializes. Know what you want and strive with all your might. Feel you can accomplish anything. The determined buyer finds what he wants. That's the secret. Your soul is all-powerful. I'll find a way or make one. Wins. A man became bank president by concentrating on the goal. His father put a P on his coat to remind him, don't waste mental powers in wishes. Concentrate on something worthwhile. Power to him who power exerts. Success depends on concentrating on the interior law of force. You make your own place. Through the indestructible law, you can accomplish right things. Anything right is possible. If something is right, do it though the world thinks wrong. You can do anything proper. Say you can, you will, you must. You have latent faculties to subdue interference. Hold the thought. Let troubles come. I am ready. My soul is unconquerable. This God within is my strength. The more difficulties, the greater triumphs. I demand wisdom to follow the right. Thought is powerful. Fear has turned hair gray. A prisoner died from mental fear. Realize the power of thought. Through concentrated thought, you can make yourself what you please. You can increase efficiency. You absorb good and bad thoughts. Uncontrolled thoughts cause anxiety and worry. Your thoughts make you what you are. Faces show how people spent their lives. The power of thought awakens possibilities. Thoughts make your environment. Good thoughts are constructive, evil ones destructive. High thoughts connect you with like-minded people. Right thoughts inspire confidence. Goodwill brings harmony with successful people. Concentrate thoughts in proper channels. People accept each other by instinct. Thoughts produce actions. Your life is molded by thoughts. A spiritual power is available. You can attract good things with little effort. Invisible forces help if you don't intercept them. You reap what you sow. Within you is the greatest machine. To speak wisely, concentrate on the subject. Speech withdraws attention. Silence produces high thoughts. Practice silence. In silence, you connect with the interior law. Open interior channels by practicing concentration. Hold the thought. In silence, I allow my higher self-control. I live true to what is right. I demand wisdom. It is within your power to gratify every wish. Success is the result of thinking. Power to rule is within you. Barriers are ignorance. Concentrated thought accomplishes the impossible. It breaks limitations and awakens ambitions. Realize that concentration links you with omnipotence. Kill out limitations and fear. Build assurance of success. You control mental creations and mold environment. It is as easy to surround life with what you want as with what you don't. If you want what is right, universal currents help you. Maintain belief in ultimate success. Make plans in harmony with justice. Keep fear and anger at bay. Belief in right causes is powerful. Unjust plans are temporary and self-destructive. Build on truth. All just causes succeed. When everything seems against you, quiet fears and uphold dignity. Where there is a will, there is a way. The will can make a way. When gloomy, control your moods. Sow thought seeds of success and trust. When body is inactive, the mind catches new ideas. In negative moods, intuitions are active. Form success thoughts to attract similar ones. Those who think of failure attract it. When you learn thought laws, you progress with less effort. There are forces aiding the mind. To control fears, say I am not alone. Invisible forces assist. The fearless man differs from the fearful in will and hope. If you lack success, believe in it. Use the same method for desire and ambition. If anxious or worried, organize your powers by will. Concentrate on what you are doing at the moment. If you let the mind wander on small things, it will wander on important ones. The man who concentrates is happy and busy. He doesn't dwell on past mistakes. If we claim our heritage, life and truth permeate us. The will must be trained to act with clearness. Few know what they are doing every minute. Practice concentration and truthfulness to concentrate. The will to do is the greatest power in human accomplishment. Its limits are unknown. Today, all things are possible. The will is a practical force, like electricity. You determine your future by directing it. Every act uses will. The will controls conscious acts and habits. It connects with all knowledge. People have shown wonderful strength under excitement, like a frail woman moving heavy furniture. Genius is will to do little things with infinite pains. Little things well done open doors. The will accomplishes through concentrated voluntary attention. It is greater than physical force. Few have balanced willpower. Study your weaknesses and overcome them. Rules: when a desire arises, decide if it is good. If not, kill it. If righteous, summon will and crush obstacles. Slowness in decisions is weakness. Failures lack decision. Successful people grasp opportunities quickly. Make quicker decisions on little things. Never procrastinate. Decide quickly, even at risk. Lack of initiative keeps many from succeeding. Imitators fail. Use initiative to get fullness of life. You are as good as anyone. Use will to claim your share. Analyze opportunities and abilities. Form definite plans and execute them. Through my will, I dare do what I want. Perseverance wins. Many give up too soon. Concentrate initiative into one channel. Develop determination. Stick to it until you get results. Select a road leading somewhere. Lack of perseverance is lack of will. It takes the same energy to continue as to give up. Every time you weaken determination, you weaken it. Make decisions only when calm. In anger, follow impulse. Count backwards to regain calm. Think over your last anger. Write it out and judge it. To develop will, use mental energy. No one has a monopoly on will. Will is gathering mental energy at one point. The way you use will determines fate. It is more important to use will than to develop intellect. The man with trained will takes his place among leaders. The mental demand is a potent force. The mind's attitude affects expression, action, and life. There is wonderful power in the concentrated mental demand. It is controlled by laws and increased by systematized effort. Direct it with every power. You can desire a thing so intently that you exclude distractions. Then you develop a will capable of anything. To emerge from mediocrity, accomplish more than the ordinary. Concentrate on what you desire. Not the strongest runner wins, but the one with greatest desire force. The world's success is won by resolution, not setbacks. In all of us is a silent force. If developed, it overcomes insurmountable conditions. It urges us to greater achievement. No one will fail if conscious of this force. Mental resolve makes achievement possible. Never let it cease until object is attained. Perseverance is the first element. Ceaseless application and concentration are required. The mental demand is the mightiest power. It is free for you. It counsels, guides, and gives courage. It supplies everything for accomplishment. Each demand strengthens brain centers. Few realize its power. You can impart thoughts without speaking. Have you experienced others broaching your subject or carrying out suggestions before you spoke? These are results of mental demand. The person who wants little gets little. To demand resolutely is the first step. The mental demand is absolute. It projects and materializes conditions. Never let it falter. Doubt loses demand force. Hold steadfastly until supplied. It is concentrated power, not supernatural. It requires brain development. The outcome is sure with resolute determination. No one advances until recognizing this force. It distinguishes the man. If you want much, demand much. Anticipate fulfillment. We are rewarded according to effort. We control our destiny. Get the right mental attitude. Every average man can succeed if he remains dissatisfied with what he has and believes the word impossible was not intended for him. Build confidence. How can a man get out of a rut after years? It has been done. Littré began his famous dictionary at 60. The man who concentrates is well poised. The wandering mind is easily upset. There must be mental quiet for wisdom to pass from subconscious to consciousness. When you concentrate, you have peace of mind. If losing poise, read quieting literature. Say peace and hold it. Perfect concentration requires peace. Keep thinking peace until at peace with all. Then you can concentrate on anything. When at peace, you are not timid or anxious. Cast aside fears. Think of yourself as a spark of the divine. Write, I have the power to do and be whatever I wish. Keep this mentally. Don't carry business cares home. That burns life forces. Many men are so absorbed they don't hear sermons or enjoy theater. They think of business in bed. This is wrong concentration. It is involuntary. Letting a thought rule you is a mistake. If you cannot control concentration, health suffers. Never become so absorbed you cannot lay it aside. That is self-control. Concentration is paying attention to a chosen thought. You see only what attracts attention. Self-study is valuable. Overcome complaining, fault-finding, and thoughts of weakness. Cast them aside and think of strength. Mental conditions make us what we are. When aware of a negative thought, change to positive. Think of success. You can make others feel as you do because you radiate vibrations. Thought directs life's vibrations. If you enter a room feeling magnetic, others feel it. Make yourself a concentrated dynamo. Cultivate enthusiasm. All great characters were enthusiastic. Set aside an hour for meditation. Think, speak, and act as you wish to be. You control your life by controlling thinking. Successful lives are concentrated lives. The helpless multitude are those who never concentrated. Train yourself to centralize thought. Your thinking becomes fixed power. What you create in thought will materialize. This is the day of efficiency. People often don't get what they concentrate on because they expect it to come without effort. Reach out for it. No one limits us but ourselves. We attract what we want through concentration. Concentration is willing to do a thing and doing it. Put yourself in a concentrating, reposeful frame. Tackle unfamiliar work deliberately. When you think hard, you shut off interior flow. Thoughts come when you stop trying. Habits make or break us. Habit is both enemy and ally of concentration. Overcome injurious habits and cultivate helpful ones. Most people are controlled by habits. They do things in a certain way without thinking. Concentrate on your habits. Find which are good and bad. Make needed changes. Habits are governed by will. Repeating something forms a habit. The stronger the habit, the harder to overcome, but you can break it by concentrating on its opposite. We are creatures of habits, imitators and copiers of our past selves. Our nervous systems are what they are by exercise. As we grow older, we become automatic. Habits make a big difference. It is as easy to form good habits as bad. Only you are responsible. If everyone formed right habits, what a different world. Maxim 1. Make your nervous system your ally. Maxim 2. Launch yourself with strong initiative. Surround yourself with aids. Don't play with fire. Make a new beginning. Don't give in temptation. Keep resolutions to break the chain. Maxim 3. Never allow an exception until the new habit is rooted. Two inclinations oppose. By will, become firm. Maxim 4. Seize the first opportunity to act on every resolution. Keep every resolution. It exercises brain cells. A resolve allowed to evaporate is worse than a chance lost. Keeping resolutions forms a valuable habit. Maxim 5. Keep effort alive by gratuitous exercise daily. Exercise will to control habits. Do something difficult each day. This is like insurance. Youth should concentrate on habits. Habit is the deepest law of human nature. Habits save labor and make actions automatic. Habits mean less risk and fatigue. To overcome bad habits, train your will and resolve to do the opposite. One habit must replace another. Dr. Oppenheim advises, grapple with a habit as with a physical enemy. It never sleeps. It is like a parasite. When life is stormy, we acquire wrong habits. Make a gigantic effort to think and speak rightly. Even the tiniest effort is backed by power. It is in trials that we make progress. Realize you are linked to a great power. Nothing can permanently injure you. You have unlimited power within. When you have something difficult, be silent and wait for guidance. A successful business is not chance. Failures are not luck. Most failures could be foreseen. Plans often need changes. As you broaden business, you broaden power. You gain a sustained desire to succeed. Start with a vague notion. Fill details by concentrating. As you fulfill one desire, another comes. Desire is a creative force if pure and sustained. The man who achieves success deserves it. He solved problems as they came. We master business by doing well whatever we attempt. The skilled director knows what is being done. Business success depends on concentrated effort. Use every mental force. The more you use, the more you have. If you want to start a business, think carefully what you want. Resolution draws you toward it. Put forward necessary effort. Set your heart on your purpose. Feel yourself a success. Don't be afraid of big undertakings. Aim high. What others have done, you can do. Keep a strong desire to succeed. The successful business attitude expects great things. Spasmodic spurts don't count. Steady efforts do. Rely on your opinion. Abide by your conclusion. The man who decides rightly gains confidence. Uncertainties are disfavored. A good reputation is your greatest asset. A successful business is not hard to build if you concentrate. The man who doesn't know what he wants fails. Business is not nerve exhausting. Fret and worry are. Plan each day's activities. Each day should mark an advance. Don't turn back. Even brilliant men belittle their possibilities. Every day someone does what was never done. Plan to do so much work, and you will do more. Tackle everything with positiveness. The natural leader draws ideas from others. If trained, you benefit from others' thoughts. The confident man inspires confidence. To build a business, see it expanding in mind first. Every great task was first a vision. The up-to-date man plans ahead. If you are in harmony with your work, it won't fag you out. Each should engage in a business he loves. Business success is not chance but scientific plans. Use your mental forces to grow. Nothing is impossible. Broaden visions of others. Responsibilities develop the soul. The whole world is your sphere. Don't be afraid of responsibility. Be a man. Courage is the backbone. The courageous man has persistence and confidence. He draws moral and mental forces. The man without courage draws weakness. Lack of courage creates difficulties. Instead of achieving, he looks for reasons it can't be done. Consider everything possible. Lack of courage destroys confidence. The coward draws destructive forces. We must have courage to desire strongly. Courage is the will to do. It takes no more energy to be courageous. Courage concentrates mental forces. Cowardice dissipates them. Avoid people who lack courage. Start today with the idea that you should be courageous. Cast off fear thoughts. Affirm, I am courageous. There is no justification for losing courage. Never let another's opinion affect you. You don't know yourself until tested. Many achievements were accomplished after being pronounced impossible. Once you understand law, all things are possible. If you allow influence against what is right, you lose courage. You become the directed, not the director. Concentrate on the opposite of fear. Never doubt your ability. Many fail because they doubt. Fear paralyzes energy. Few realize their possibilities. When you believe you can do something, you develop courage. Obstacles will come, but courage overcomes them. Courage is yours for asking. Believe in it, claim it, use it. Difficulties melt before the courageous. Courage is contagious. The man of courage overcomes trials, commands success, and develops influence. To overcome depression, concentrate on the higher self. You can drive away moods by choosing an agreeable subject. We have inherent power. Every evil is ignorance. When depressed, thought faculties are combining improperly. Exercise will and concentrate on happy subjects. It was never intended that man should be poor. Wealth broadens life. Everything has good and bad uses. Wealth acquired justly blesses. Wealth stimulates endeavor. Attractive surroundings are inspiring. The first step to wealth is surrounding yourself with helpful influences. Most great men have been rich. Wealth is fruit of achievement, not just industry. Seeing possibilities is important. No one can become wealthy by mere savings. Wasting time to save money is poor investment. Many associate with those who don't develop them. Social life too exclusively leads to extravagance. Such persons are poor producers. Painful lessons teach them. Any man who amounted to something didn't do detail work long. He needs time to reflect. A lecturer on prosperity had been broke for 10 years. He dressed poorly and held lectures in poor surroundings. He attracted poverty. Thoughts are moving forces. Thoughts of wealth attract wealth. If you hold poverty thoughts, you attract poverty. Money doesn't guarantee more money. Most who inherit money lose it. Business success depends on foresight and grit. Thought is as real as electricity. Send out good as you receive. The man who tries to get all for nothing becomes mean. What we take will be taken from us. Discharge every obligation. Surround yourself with good influences. Cultivate acquaintance of big men. Bring your thought vibrations into harmony with theirs. Form friendships with reputable men of wealth. With competence, use part to help others. There is energy in every brain to get out of the rut. Hope and self-confidence supply the spark. All have ability to concentrate, but will you? More ability is unused than used. Why don't more men succeed? The fault is usually their own. Sometimes a trifle keeps one from success. Discover why you haven't been making good. Expecting someone to lead you is a mistake. Two things are necessary: energy and will to succeed. Hard knocks develop courage. We must make favorable conditions. It's not the man who says it can't be done, but the one who goes ahead. The Lord helps those who help themselves. Obstacles are stepping stones. Nothing can resist perseverance. Hard passages can be bridged. If you think obstacles insurmountable, you won't try. Many won't begin unless sure of success. Who knows what is possible? Most people lose courage when blocked. Tackle everything with big effort. Most are beaten before they start. They look for obstacles instead of means to overcome them. Start with the idea the road will be clear. The keynote of success is to do what you decide. Don't be turned from your path. Rebuffs cannot stop the determined man. He who has a firm will molds the world. People lack will, not strength. Activity and determination win. No failure for the man who does his best. Don't let your present position discourage you. Tides change. Work develops courage. Don't look upon your present position as permanent. Keep your eyes open. We attract what we set our minds on. If you are the man you should be, someone's looking for you. When found, concentrate on him. Show no fear. The man sure of himself gets to the front. Select a thought and hold your mind on it. Use a clock. Think of health as the greatest blessing. Don't let other thoughts intrude. Practice 10 minutes daily. See yourself as you would like to be. It may be hard at first, but soon you can shut out negative thoughts. Forming mental images is valuable. You act according to your images. Negative images build negative disposition. What you think manifests externally. In deep concentration, you link with the creative spirit. Energy flows through you. Your mind attunes with the infinite. This is a most desired state. Few reach it. Concentration means limitation to one subject, but deeper concentration brings harmony. When you contact superconsciousness, you control human thoughts. It requires training. Once reached, it becomes easier. You direct almost infinite power. Exercises in concentration focus attention on one object to generate force. Persist even if tedious. If tired after work, take up something different to rest tired cells. You can master thoughts like changing clothes. To control intention, control the body. The mind under will is a powerful transmitter. Best time to concentrate is after inspiring reading. Lie down without pillow, relax, breathe deeply for 5 minutes. Then think how quiet you are. Let spirit work through you. Feel your wish manifesting. Believe it is a success. Train the body to obey the mind. Exercise 1. Sit still without movement for 5 to 15 minutes. Exercise 2. Raise arm to shoulder level and keep still. Exercise 3. Hold a glass of water steady. Exercise 4. Watch yourself during the day. Stop useless gestures. Exercise 5. Move fingers slowly, keeping attention fixed. Exercise 6. Move fingers side to side. These simple exercises give control over muscles and attention. Concentrate on familiar, uninteresting objects. When you can control yourself, you can control others. Exercise 7. Concentrate on odors to increase smell. Exercise 8. Concentrate on your heartbeat. Picture blood flowing. Exercise 9. Gaze into water to induce sleep. Exercise 10. Stop useless movements. Exercise 11. Control temper by repeating affirmations. Exercise 12. Practice talking before a mirror. Exercise 13. Control sensations by imagination. Exercise 14. Eastern breathing exercise. Exercise 15. Control desires. Don't tell news immediately. Exercise 16. Read and write summaries. Exercise 17. Overcome bad habits by imagining advice to yourself. Exercise 18. Follow a clock second hand. Exercise 19. Concentrate with faith on your desire. Believe it will be fulfilled. Self-distrust can be overcome by thinking of the higher self. Most troubles are imaginary. Evil circumstances are created by negative thoughts. Stop and think why you are concentrating. A man forgets because he doesn't concentrate at the moment he conceives the purpose. We remember only deep impressions. Associate ideas to deepen impressions. If given a letter to mail, say to yourself, I will mail this letter at the corner. This establishes connection. The mind is governed by laws of association. You can train memory by concentrating attention. Exercise in memory concentration. Study a picture for 2 minutes, then recall details. Practice until mental image matches original. Nature is a wonderful instructor. Listening and concentrating brings us into contact with the highest. Children instinctively know to be quiet when stuck. Great people concentrate and wait for inspiration. It's a spiritual law that the desire to do implies ability to do. Man has power to gratify every wish. If unable to satisfy longings, learn to use your powers. You have latent powers revealing priceless knowledge. Man should have plenty. All natural desires can be realized. In silence, we become conscious of transcendent power. Silent, concentrated thought is more potent than speech. Depend on yourself. Seek the infinite within. Failure comes from searching wrong direction. The infinite helps only those who help themselves. Concentrate on what you want. The weakling is controlled by conditions. The strong man controls them. The first step is forming a mental image. This thought seed attracts similar thoughts. Form the habit of thinking of what you want for 5 minutes daily. Write out your thoughts and add to them. Each day, new ideas flash. A law of attraction helps. Once the silent forces are in operation, they bring results. Form a strong mental image. If it is good for you, say, I want this. The way will be open. Keep free from doubt and fear. You will create desired conditions. Life will seem different. To the beginner, some things may sound strange, but try them. Every object must first be mentally created. A man started with 13 cents and built a profitable business by belief and hard work. He attributed success to belief and effort. Put forth concentrated effort, and you will be helped from unknown sources. Whatsoever ye desire, pray as if ye had already received. Our happiness and success depend on our ideals. You must have a mental image to produce material things. When you control thoughts, you become a creator. You receive divine ideas. You are responsible for every condition. The next step determines the succeeding step. Concentrate on each step. Ideals become material actualities. Your future depends on ideals you form now. If people realize they only injure themselves by injuring others, the world would be different. Every time you change your ideal, you think differently. Hold to your ideal until it becomes reality. You get up determined not to lose temper. Something upsets you, and you forget your ideal. Holding ideals develops willpower. Why do men fail? Because they don't hold ideals until they become mental habits. I am that which I think myself to be. Ideals are reflected from the unseen spirit. To the extent ideals are kept, your future is assured. Man brought suffering upon himself by disobeying laws. He doesn't pay attention to ideals. Life is continuous unfoldment. You can be happy or miserable. Grandest thoughts come in silence. Search within. Give hours to concentrated thought. No one gets over a fence by wishing. No one gets out of a rut by wishing. He must climb. If standing still, something is wrong. Don't think you are neglected. Such thoughts are failure. Think of those who got what you envy by working for it. Don't pity yourself. You have only yourself to count on. Inventors envision future possibilities. If we can send wireless messages, why not transmit thoughts? The day will come when business employs highly developed persons to send influences. You will send suggestions to employees and friends. They will receive them unconsciously. A finely organized company coordinates efforts. A business succeeds to the extent efforts are coordinated. The head must possess mental power of control. An up-to-date letter conveys something the receiver is interested in. It breathes a spirit that brings results. Think of friends or relatives as successful. Send them upbuilding thoughts. You can arouse their mental powers. Whether a man succeeds is determined by how he acts on suggestions. We either advance or decline. Every accomplishment gives ability for greater things. Employees may be superior but neglected development. You can generate enthusiasm in others. There's a latent power in mental control, more potent than physical force. We are affected by mental forces of environment. No one can remain neutral. If environment is not helpful, it is harmful. No person was intended to live alone. Shut up with own thoughts, you suffer mental starvation. Thought element plays a great part. Employers should secure employees who think along similar lines. This makes a perfect organization. All great leaders inspire cooperative spirit. They secure assistance through mental control. If business is conducted in right spirit, you instill your ideas into employees. The up-to-date businessman will get employees to think better. There must be more justice. A capable manager can tell from an application blank if a person fits. He wants employees with faith in themselves. Time spent thinking of difficulties attracts bad influences. Many firms prefer new employees so they have nothing to unlearn. They grasp new methods more effectively. Efficiency experts are employed. The attitude we take has much to do with success. We must generate helpful forces. We are surrounded by many forces. Each year we learn more. We must believe in mental control and use it. You will find a most effective method of developing the will. You can make your will a dynamo. Exercises are given. Simple exercises are not useless. We are subjected to temptations. The will decides whether we live up to our standard. Train your will. Success depends on mastery. Select a quiet room. Exercise 1. Sit and look at a doorknob for 10 minutes. Write notes. At first it seems unnatural. Thoughts wander. Repeat for 6 days. You will gain control. Exercise 2. Lay playing cards slowly and evenly for 6 days. It requires patience. You conquer the desire to hurry. You gain poise. Write your introspections. By these we know ourselves better. Each person should plan exercises for his needs. Will training without exercises. By willing, the will grows. Form the habit of focusing will on the subject. You acquire a sense of power. Education of will should not be left to chance. It gives self-mastery and personal power. Adaptability is more determination than anything else. Ability is plentiful, but organizing power is not. There is a driving force within. It pushes us onward. It is distinct from thought. All great people become conscious of it. It intensifies the will. The ordinary human being, if sold as a slave, would be worth $10,000. If given a $5,000 automobile, you would take care of it. Are you sure you take care of your body as well? The man who misses sleep and bolts food is foolish. Do you listen to those who know more? There are thousands of men in ruts who could succeed if the spark could be found. Each must study his own problem. In closing, I impress the inestimable value of concentration. Those who lack it suffer poverty and unhappiness. Those who use it make the most of life's opportunities. The lessons are practical. Mere reading won't do much. Practice and apply them. The best instruction helps only as you put it into practice. Read a book through, then reread. When an idea appeals, stop and think. Form the habit of picking out good things. Concentrate on what you do. Don't perform work unconsciously. The hardest part of work is thinking about it. Once you get into it, it's not so bad. Undertake it with the I will spirit. Read the life of any great man. Concentration was the dominant quality. Failure often comes from lack of concentration. One thing at a time, and that done well. All men are not born equal, but it's how they use their powers. Opportunity knocks at every door. Those who succeed grasp it. Failures blame luck. We get what is coming. Anything within the universe is within your grasp. Use your latent powers. Everyone is capable of some concentration. People differ because some cannot will to hold thought. The amount of determination determines will. No one's will is stronger than yours. Never say, I can't concentrate today. You can when you say, I will. When you act as if will is strong, you say, I can. When weak, I can't. It requires the same effort. The big mistake is not realizing that I can't means I won't try. Never say you cannot concentrate. Say, I possess all will and can use as much as I wish. An experiment. Before bed, repeat, I am going to choose my own thoughts. Keep this up for a month. Concentration is willing to do a thing. You cannot realize possibilities until you direct your mind. You have courage at all times. Use it often. Final instruction. Form the highest ideal and live up to it. Read inspiring books slowly. Let your spirit commune with the author. Pay constant attention to one thing. Hang on until you attain your object. When you work, dwell on your task. Speak slowly and connectedly. Be deliberate. Read books treating one subject. Associate with steady people. Concentrating on the higher self. Father Time goes on. Success and happiness depend on inner qualities. Study yourself. Find and strengthen strong and weak points. The secret of accomplishment is concentration. Right thinking and right living result in happiness. Keep in mind, you will leave this world. Start now to act according to the higher self. Hold the thought, my higher self ensures happiness. You possess latent talents. If not used, you shirk duty. When thought powers are aroused, you realize their value. The right must prevail. If you work against the plan, you suffer. Learn to concentrate on harmony with your higher self. Hold the thought, I live for my best. I seek wisdom and power to help others. I act from the higher self. Only the best can come to me. Try to be a true representative of the human soul. Do not overvalue external things. Only the person who realizes he is a permanent being knows the true self. Thank you for listening to Litnarrate. If you enjoyed this classic tale, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more timeless literature brought to life through narration. See you in the next story.